Hi everyone, it's Palmo. Today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I am going to be asking my guides to talk about whatever they want to discuss with us or whatever messages they want to bring to us about this time period. To all of you listening, I will be translating Orion's messages for you. Let's begin. Orion is saying something interesting. He's saying that he sees you all clearly. He sees you all clearly. Anyone who is watching this video at any point in time. Orion is saying that he has a lot to say. He would like to talk about this time period or these times that we live in, and he has other things to discuss as well that pertain to projects that are in the works and events that may happen. He is saying you are all loved and cared for. You are here to experience this time period and everything that it brings to you. This time period in intergalactical terms is a silencing of the works of many who have come to your planet Earth, to behave as humans without much regard for others. And now is the time to have regard for others. If it is going to happen, if it's ever going to happen, it needs to happen now. This is a time for all of you to wake up. By waking up, we, meaning Orion, who is a collective of energies, these energies are recommending and saying to all of you that it is time to wake up and claim for yourself what is truly your calling in life. This is the time for you to take chances and make changes that could affect the outcome not only of your life, but the life of others in your own inner circle and in the collective group as well, who are existing and living in the same time period as you all. You must think of others in terms of yourself, or as you would think of any loved one who is close to you. These messages are intended to alert or awaken you, or those of you who are willing to awaken, and begin to think about what it is that you can do to help facilitate positive change in the world. And Orion is saying that these changes are coming. These changes are coming if many, many people are willing at the same time to forego some comfort in their lives and instead take their time and their energy and their financial means to proceed. They're using the word proceed individually. Each person, each sentient being, if you use this time well, great things are going to happen to your planet and to your spirit or your soul, and you will feel such peace in your being or heart that will be incredible. And you are advised to heed these words. As simple as it sounds, and as perhaps as cliched as it sounds, it is time to wake up. We need you now. The guides are saying we need you now. We all need you now, collectively. This involves turning off televisions and devices and computer games and whatever distractions come your way. It's time to take a break from those and help relieve the stress that is in our communities and to help unburden those who are suffering tremendously all over the world. And this waking up period will happen slowly, Orion is saying. It will happen slowly, but those who are willing to awaken can assist this process of evolution. And by evolution, we mean to say that you are completely eligible for awakening. You are ready, in a sense, as the confusion has become too overwhelming at times. The confusion of these times you all live in has become too overwhelming for you to digest anymore. And many of you will be motivated to do something and to start moving and to start caring a little bit more about the suffering and the cruelty and the wrongdoings that are happening on your planet. You can be assured that there will be great changes in the environment. We assure you that there will be happenings, and there are happenings going on right now all over the world. Earthquakes, volcanoes, those places that are overwrought with rain or dryness. And these changes are coming, and they are inevitable in the sense that those who are waking up now are just beginning to realize that they could have an effect on these outcomes. And the way to do that is to stand up and get moving now. As you work through these changes and try to adapt to the changes in your environment, meaning cyclones, great cyclones that will do tremendous damage in the United States, southern, eastern United States, especially middle to eastern portion of the United States and southern United States. There are going to be great cyclones and tornadoes coming soon. People need to heed the warnings and follow the prescribed protocol, the guides are saying, and take action in that way as well. And if you need to get away from the situation and you're able to go into a shelter situation, do take those actions if you are willing and if you have the desire to do so. Those are simple and abbreviated suggestions for you. There is also going to be changes coming in how people perceive the world around them. And more people are going to be refusing to accept what's going on, especially in the United States. People will not be able to accept what is going on within the boundaries of the United States because there is a simple and strong injustice going on the border, and those in captivity are hurting tremendously and need help. The events at the border of the United States is only an example, one example of a place that needs action, positive action from all directions. And the powerful and the wealthy, the very wealthy, need to, if they are willing, step up and assist these people and others around the world who are suffering, great suffering. And the guides are showing me kind of an overview of the planet, and the guides are highlighting Africa, and I'm getting an aerial view of that side of the planet. Okay, so Orion is saying that in that magnificent part of the world, there is struggle, strife, and they're saying not only human beings, but animals and wildlife, and the quality of the earth itself is being hurt by the actions of human beings in an unnatural attempt to gain power or control over others who are less fortunate. These events also need attention from those who are willing and able to wake up and stand up and walk into a more difficult, perhaps, way of life, in the sense that it involves consciously taking steps toward helping to facilitate change. This is the time, if not sooner, this is the time to take action. There's no waiting around anymore. There's no time for waiting around anymore. This is the moment. This is the time. This is the time to stand up. There's going to be a coming change in your weather patterns that is extremely misaligned with the Earth's energy. By misalignment, we mean to say that the Earth itself cannot contain or process too much abuse. What's happening now with the environment is a result of many, many years of the damaging effects of people using the earth for their livelihoods and their personal lives. They're showing me, the simplest thing is just someone throwing away a paper cup into a wastebasket. I'm going to let you all interpret that, but so they're showing me that, and they're showing me a greater picture, which is it's a storm. It's a storming. It's just a storm, and it's a symbolic storm. That there is going to be more and more of these weather patterns that we've been seeing, and they're going to get more and more extreme unless action is taken now. There's no waiting. There's no waiting time anymore for people to realize that it is the time. If you're ever going to do it, this is the time. And if you're not willing to do it, that is your choice. And you can relax into the changes and simply allow them to flow over you. Whatever change and whatever kind of change these weather patterns and extreme weather conditions bring forward, the guides are saying, whatever these conditions, no matter what happens to you or your families or your friends, you have the choice to release control in a way, if that's the path you want to take, and you can ease into these changes more readily when you function at they're saying a more spiritual level. I don't know how else to interpret what they're saying. You have work to do, in a sense, which is easy work, in a sense, and that is to pray or meditate or calm your nerves in ways that are easy or available for you, your choices, your choice, and give yourself those times that are completely free of technology. They're really emphasizing that. Allow yourself to break free of the technology when you can. It's an integral part of many people's lives, the technology, and it brings much delight and service to many. We are not saying that technology is wrong. We are saying that you have the choice to walk away at times from the technology and truly live in the moment and face your fears and burdens and find peace inside yourself with those burdens, and ask yourself, what do I need to do right now to bring more peace into my life? What is it that would help me right now to feel better? And sometimes that is to turn on a video or whatever you prefer. And that's completely fine. But the guides are saying something a little different. The guides are saying to purposely and purposefully take action and realize that technology is controlling your brains. You are being brainwashed, in a sense, by many of these technological devices, but also it wasn't an intentional evil kind of wish from the creators of technology. It's just something that happened in the process, that these technological devices that we all use have the ability to brainwash us and hold us in a trance. So these technological devices have the ability to narrow our vision, the guides are saying, and make us think that we need to be watching, staying alert. And meanwhile, there is something that's coming through. I'm getting a sort of a news broadcast. I'm seeing a newscaster. So meanwhile, there is an over-attention in the media on negative subjects that make us afraid. And this aspect of technology is designed to hurt us. It is designed to hurt us as this brings in viewership, because people are used to feeling bad and scared. It has become a natural state for those who are living and even going through the process of awakening on your planet. You have the choice. The choice is there, they say. You have the choice to remove technology or all of these distractions that are electronic. You have the choice to break the habit and focus more on, and they're putting this in quotes, save the world. You have the choice to take action that would help yourself and others in much greater ways than you have been allowing yourself to receive. As you will receive a great deal when you align yourself with your life purpose. Your life purpose is there in front of you. And some of you, many of you, are following your life purpose, and others are struggling now. They want to say that things are starting to rise up in Washington to, they're saying the word cataclysmic point. This cataclysmic event that is going to happen in Washington is related to other events that are going on in the world. These events, as we see them, are cataclysmic in the sense that many will suffer in the process of these cataclysmic events. There is a coming storm in Washington that is a metaphorical storm. This one's a metaphorical storm, and this storm is coming soon. There is going to be a tying together of matters that hold importance in the affairs of the government specifically. This storm is to be expected and has been expected by many, but this storm isn't as it seems. This storm is unlike other events in history in Washington. It is not benign. It is aggressive, and it is secretive, and many are willing to participate in this alignment, or the word is ally. There are many people who are willing to align themselves and be allies with these forces that are negative in nature. And these forces, while they are negative and there is hatred in the sense that there is no place for compassion or understanding, there is a rigidness. And there is that type of force that I'm seeing. They're saying that this force is in a way where it's supposed to be, and that those observing this force, whoever you are, whoever they are, is taking part in this kind of ugliness and stepping back from the drama of this nastiness that is going on especially between the two parties. Those parties are not in alignment with your highest good, as their fundamental process or processes are out of alignment with their souls and their spirits. And so they're saying the rulers of the land are, in a sense, in a madhouse. They're using the words madhouse. And this madhouse is something that draws people in like a web, a giant web, and confuses people even more and makes them want to look away in overwhelmment. They want to hide and watch and feel the fear that they are used to. The guides say that we are used to the fear. We've become very accustomed to being in a state of fear. And that goes back to ancient times. This is nothing new, they're saying, but it is coming to a head now. And by now they mean, I don't think it's in the next year or two. I'm seeing a broader timeline. But this time period now is crucial to the evolution of human consciousness, they're saying, and the awakening of consciousness and the recognition of what is truly the best for oneself and all concerned. And I'm asking the guides if there is anything more they would like to say. Orion, is there another piece of information we could use? They're saying use your judgment. Use your best judgment. Don't allow others to control you and tell you what you should do all of the time. You needn't listen to others for inner guidance. You needn't find yourself in situations that are out of your control. And they are specifically speaking about work employment situations here. I'm seeing a desk, I'm seeing an office building. So this goes out to those of you who are working in offices, businesses. Just be mindful of others trying to take control or power over you. And the way they're showing me to handle this is to quiet yourself inside and simply look at the person in the eye who is confronting you or making your life difficult, and hold your own peace, your own truth inside yourself as you look at these people in the eye and reflect back to them who they really are. And this will help your relationship with this person or these people a lot. They want you to know, again, about the coming storm in Washington and the literal storms. They're reminding me of that again. They're saying that this coming storm centering around Washington, D.C. has been coming for a long time. And this storm involves players who are completely unaware of who they are. They are lost, in a sense, and out of touch with the truth of their being. I'm asking my guides how that pertains to us and what can we do about that. They're saying you can follow through and do your part by doing small things to awaken and take action as needed, as you can, in ways that are kind, yet firm in your convictions. People are very worried about money right now. I'm seeing a lot of worry about money all over. And so the same fear applies to those who many of us see as probably having a lot of money. They still worry about money. They think they don't have enough. And this is a deep feeling and deep hole because they haven't discovered who they are. And they're saying, we want you to know that you are loved and that you are love in your essence and in your spirit. And some of you prefer the word soul. The words don't matter, the guides are saying. It's all the same. And love is what connects us all. Our humanity is able to connect with the power of love. Love is respect. Love as awareness that what you put out there, you get back. Love is who you are in your center, and that is your inner truth, your real self. And this is where you get your best guidance. And this message is going to be heard by leaders. The guides are telling me, leaders who can help the situation and the situations that arise, the literal and metaphorical storms. Because there will be disasters, physical disasters on the planet that will need help. And those in power in political offices know. They know they can help, and they know there are ways to get that help, and they might have to sacrifice or take risks with their career, or their sense of how much money they need in their positions. They may need to rock themselves a little bit, or wake themselves up a little bit and shake things up a little bit to pull out those skills and those means and paths that they can take and they know they can take to help others. And if they can't, they can't. But there are those who can. And some of those people, many of those people are not in politics, and they can help relieve the suffering and assist the awakening, which is what is needed right now, 2019, today, whenever you listen to this is the time to wake up. And I'm going to end this connection with Orion right now. Thank you, Orion, so much. And thank you all for listening. And I will talk to you again soon. And I wish you well. And this is Karma Palmo signing out.